Remember, we were just a powerhouse of Canada. They said the engine that drove Canada. We're a have-not province now.
At his first stop of the day in Bracebridge, Ford talked about the local hospital issue. He says he's heard from mayors in Huntsville and Bracebridge and would support the two-hospital model.
95% of the people, I've just been told by the mayor of Bracebridge, totally disagree with building a new hospital. And I'm sure it's the same up in Huntsville. So I think, isn't it a common sense solution to sit down with actual people that use the hospitals? And if they don't want a new hospital, then we don't do it. Any money that's allocated for that hospital should go in the existing hospitals in Bracebridge and Huntsville. Huntsville years ago was built to expand. They have 40 some odd acres behind the hospital to expand if we have to expand, because it serves not just Huntsville, it serves a greater area of Huntsville. I've used it myself. And people don't realize, or maybe this board or the ministry doesn't realize, this area of Bracebridge and Huntsville quadruples. Well, that's even conservative. It goes tenfold in the summer. There's traffic jams in Bracebridge and Huntsville. There's so many people. Those people, accidents happen in the summer and the winter. We need a hospital. It's as simple as that. When I'm premier, I'm coming back here. We're talking to the people. They're deciding. Not some special interest board that no one knows about and disagrees with 95% of the population.
So should you get the leadership and ultimately premier, you'd act pretty quickly on the Muskoka issue?
Immediately. You don't have to sit there, and that's what they do. Government, it drives me crazy. They go around and around and around. They'll take years on a decision. I'm a business guy. You got to make a decision after consulting and making sure you consult in depth with the people. They decide, we move on it, and you move on it quick.
This is an interesting election, to say the least. And then what's happening in the Conservative Party is making it even more interesting.
Resident Mike PROVAN was in attendance. The former member of the board of the directors for MAHC says he was particularly interested in Ford's take on the hospital issue.
Well, I think his issue about the hospital, he certainly jumped onto that. The controversy we have here about going with one hospital, two hospitals, or whatever. I think his solution may be a little simplistic. Vote for me as premier and I'll fix it for you, because it's a little more challenging than just that. I mean, we're one of 144 sites across the province that are all vying for the same sort of thing. So, but it was, he's here, he's talking to the people, and I hope some of the other candidates come. Yeah.